Welcome to That's Gonna Be Hot, show about hot sauces and other spicy foods and snacks. I'm your host George, and normally I taste test sauces and other snacks and give them ratings, but today I have a very special episode. I'm going to be taking on the Hot Ones Challenge. This is the, what's a current season, but they just wrapped it up, season 13 or 12 I believe. This is all the sauces that they had. The only one that's a little bit different is the Last Dab. I don't have the one that they're using right now, but this is still the Carolina Reaper edition, so it's still pretty hot. And did ask for people to send in questions, so to try to keep it as close to Hot One style as possible, I am going to answer questions while I'm eating wings, and I'm sure you can hear my dog slurping up a bunch of water back there, but we'll keep going. So, first sauce is just the classic hot sauce. This is the Fresno edition. Their regular classic is really good. This is supposed to just have more garlic in it. So, for the first question, it was, how did I come up with the idea for the show? I'm a huge fan of Hot Ones. I've seen just about, I don't think I've seen every episode, but I've seen almost every episode. Started getting the weekly or the monthly boxes. Just thought it would be fun to taste test the sauces that they are trying and just some other ones, and it also gave me an excuse to actually eat the sauces that I was getting instead of them just sitting unopened in the cabinet. So that was my idea for how to do it. That was a little bit bigger of a bite than what I thought it was going to be. And then my next question, which I could have probably put them all together, was at what age did I start enjoying spicy foods? I want to say it was around somewhere when I was about 10 or so, probably between 10 and 12. Started out, I think, going to like Pizza Inn. I would always want to try to get the pizza that had the jalapenos on it, just because I wanted to be the kid that sat there and ate the hot pizza. That's kind of where it started, and then I guess just kind of build up from there with just seeing just how hot of food I could stand, and just, I guess, try to be that guy. Like, oh yeah, I'll eat anything, I don't care how hot it is. So, second sauce I'll move on is Jade Jaguar. I think it's a jalapeno sauce. So far, not a lot of heat, but they do have a lot of flavor. I do like them. So. I don't have quite enough questions to get through all 10 wings, so I'm trying to space them out. So, move on to the third one and answer my... Another question was, what's the hottest sauce and the hottest snack that I've tried on the show? The hottest sauce, probably going to be the Constrictor, the one I tried a couple of weeks ago, because it was just a bottle of mashed up Carolina Reaper powder, and like a really strong Carolina Reaper, I think, like puree. They called it Reaper Blood. That's probably one of the hottest ones that I've had. Hottest sauce. The hottest snack is definitely going to be the Jurassic jerky. A lot of them have made me cough. A lot of them have made me hiccup. That's the only one that I've had so far. If you go back and watch it, it's like a couple of seconds after the heat really sets in. I coughed so hard that it also made me gag, which I think was kind of funny. And that one got really hot really fast. I was not expecting it to be as hot as it was. And also, a little fun fact, during that one I get up to turn the camera off, and you can hear Brandy laughing at me, like wheezing laughing, because she was trying really hard to not laugh while I was recording, but then she just couldn't hold it in anymore. That's probably been, so far, my favorite snack video that I've done. That might be my favorite video that I've done, like, total, because that one was fun, and it was funny. That one did hurt me for a while, though. It seriously took me, like, it took me about 2.5 or 3 hours to get over that one. That one just really made my stomach hurt. That's how hot that one was. So that one was the Fresco sauce. I've done a review of that one. Number 4 is Hotter Than Ale Ghost Sauce. So that is going to be a ghost pepper sauce. So move right on to that one. I don't know what's into my dogs. They normally don't move around this much. So far, I'm handling it okay. Because I've made it up to, I've had this one a lot before. As you can see, a lot of that one is gone. So, if you can't tell from looking behind me, I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to, like, comic books. And even on Tuesdays or on Wednesdays, my snacks, I always wear a comic book or some sort of pop culture t-shirt. Someone asked me what was my favorite MCU characters, like from my most favorite to my least favorite. So let me move on to, this is the Los Calientes. My most favorite from the movies, it's probably a tie between Captain America and Iron Man. I really like them. I like how they kind of play off of each other. I think they have a lot of good dialogue back and forth. And as far as my least favorite, of all the main characters that are in like everything, it's really hard to pick. But probably one character that I was like, he's there, and if he wasn't there, it probably wouldn't have hurt my feelings too much. Might be Vision, because he's not a bad character, but he's just not one of my favorites. But as far as MCU movies, I think that probably the best one out of all of those so far is probably the second Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I personally believe that if you took the comic book aspect out of it and just made it like a action spy thriller, I think it would still be a really good movie. That's probably my favorite MCU movie. That, and I really like Infinity War. I know I actually like Infinity War better than Endgame. All right, so now we're gonna move into the second half, which maybe when it starts getting a little rough. So this is Seafire Gourmet Reaper Sauce. It blends Smoking Edge Carolina Reapers with Chipotle peppers. It says with euphoric sweet smokiness and intense heat. Alright, I've not tried this one yet, so here it goes. That's got a good flavor. It is very smoky. I'm not doing official ratings, but that is really good. It's getting hotter. This one's starting to, that's where they ramp it up right there. Okay, so now I'll move on to another one I've done on the show, which is the I.O. Thor's Hammer by Volcanic Peppers. I do remember that being one that don't start off too hot, and then it does get a little bit hotter. I can tell this one's got represented because you don't just make your tongue hurt, it's making my gums hurt. So that's how you know it's hot. I'm going to the next question, which is ask which is worse, or which one would I think would be worse: a super hot burn that only lasts, I'd say probably under 5 minutes, or a long burn that might not be super hot, but it burns for a long time. Probably, to go ahead and get it over with, probably just go ahead and let it be really hot for just a minute, and then it go away. Like I said, some of these sauces, whew, that one's starting to get me too. Some of them, especially when you get to the really hot ones, is hot, and then it don't matter what you eat after it. If you want to eat like a bite of pizza or a couple of French fries that have nothing on it, it still feels like that your mouth is on fire when you bite into that. So now, the one that I have been not wanting to do, I even picked the smallest wing that I had in the pack to do this one. It is Da Bomb Beyond Insanity. If you've never tried this sauce, part of me wants to tell you to go ahead and get you a bottle of it, and part of me wants to tell you to just stay away from it. Because open it up, the only way I can describe what it smells like is it smells like paint. And it tastes very chemical, and it's not very good. And it's also very hot. So I'm going to stop talking and stalling and go ahead and bite into what someone has called an abomination of a hot sauce. It just tastes bad. That's one of the ones that, it's not the heat that is the worst part about it, it's the flavor. Oh man, I feel like that about made me gag. Whew. Oh man, that's rough. Alright. So that was the least enjoyable one so far. Because it is really hot, and it's also just really, really gross. So I'm more drinking, try to get the flavor out of my mouth than for the heat. I can kind of deal with the heat for a minute. It does get all over your lips, and I feel like my lips are on fire. Alright, so next sauce we've got Mono Loco Pierre de Almas. Just a bunch of really hot stuff in there. Next question is probably one of the funnier ones that I got. It said TP, wet wipes, or bidet. I'm just more of a TP guy myself. But to lead into another question that people have asked me is, that kind of goes off of this, is how is it the next day after I eat all this really hot stuff as far as having to go to the bathroom? So I can say, fortunately, it's not been bad yet, but after eating all these, that story may change. 'Cause this is hot. All right. And then one last one, and to keep it hot ones accurate, I'm gonna go ahead and give the bottle a good little shake here. So it's the last dab. So they call it the last dab because it's tradition to put a little extra on the last one. I've already got probably way too much on there already, and go ahead and add a little bit more there. So that leads me to my final question, which is, would I rather be feared or loved? That's easy. Both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me. You'll get that reference, hopefully. If you're cool, you'll get that reference. All right. Well, that brings to the end of that. Not as bad as I was kind of expecting it to be. So the only one that really about got me was going to be the bomb. So that concludes my season 12 or 13, I can't remember offhand, Hot Ones Challenge. Plan on doing this probably every season for a while. Hopefully next time I can get a guest to do it with me. I think that'll be a little more entertaining, but hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, share this video with your friends, and always just keep coming back for more episodes of That's Gonna Be Hot. Ooh, my mouth is on fire.
I almost did.